G'day guys, I'm Dale from MoTackle Outdoors. I work in the IT department there. I've been there for about 15 years. I was born in Victoria. I moved up to this area when I was pretty young. I lived out of Bellingen, so basically fishing like the upper reaches of the Bellinger River, chasing bass and stuff with my old man when I was really young. I moved in closer to Coffs, moved into a spot called Bonneville, which is just a little bit south of Coffs. You know, there's a little Bonneville Creek there that sort of became my haunt then for a little while. And then I sort of had to do what you have to do, you know. I went to Sydney, went back and forth between Sydney and here for a couple of years. You know, always considered this area to be home. I sort of got word that there was maybe some work going up here at the local tackle shop once, and I had an interview, turned around to head back home to go back to Sydney to work the next day, and I got the phone call saying, when can I start? So started off just on working on the floor in the tackle shop. Just sort of went through and worked in mail order, did a few years in mail order, just kept working through until it got to the point where I sort of started looking after the website. And as we started growing into new areas, I sort of always found myself just, you know, working on those sort of projects, setting up new websites, setting up new systems. I don't know what it is, I sort of like fishing the estuary. I like the idea of exploring around little waterways and stuff. I don't mind chasing dew in the river as well. It's cool, like the biggest dew I've ever caught is just over 1.30 m, and it come out of the river, so it's always cool to get that river fish. I was fishing up at Mondurine once, found a few good barrow. I got the biggest barrow I've ever caught. It was about 115, and we were fishing in all that timber, and we were just slow rolling hollybellies through this timber. And I just remember there's this tree right there next to the boat. Like I could have reached out and touched it, and I was just sitting there slow rolling this plastic. I just remember seeing this plastic just swim up out of the water and just seeing this mouth just come up right next to the boat. And it was just one of those, everything about it was just one of those hits. It was real visual, like memorable fish. It can be so much more than just like the biggest fish you've ever caught. Like my dad moved away to Victoria when I was really young, so I sort of only sort of catch up with him once a year. He shouted the pair of us a trip up to the Northern Territory a couple of years ago. I remember at the start of the trip I said that was just one of the things I wanted. I just wanted to, you know, get a photo of a barra or something with me old man, and we were just catching these little barra, and it was clicked, and I was like, oh, that's right, I wanted a photo. And I just remember getting this really cool photo with my dad, just a little tiny barra, but it was sort of like that became real memorable for me. Middle of summer, late arvo, got sitting in the canoe in board shorts and a singlet, fishing topwater, just getting smashed by big wild bass. That's pretty much what I'd do for the rest of my life if I only had one thing I was allowed to do.